Going live.
Wherever we're going, we're going. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Auntie Joy.
Good morning. Happy 2-year anniversary.
2 years. Oh my gosh. Let's get people in here. We got nobody. Come on. It's not on. Okay, where are we live?
YouTube. We are off up there in Teri Angel.
Oh, that's my profile.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
There
There we are, but I don't want to be on here. Where? Okay.
go.
Come on, see this. Here we are. Still don't see us. I'm hoping that we're live somewhere. If somebody's seeing this, then tell us that you're here. It's not coming up. Oh, we do have somebody. Where are you all at? Because I can't find this on Angel Speakers. And Gracie's here on YouTube.
Grace.
All right, let me see if it came up on my page. That might be it. No,
No, that's not it. Wrong background.
September 7th.
There, maybe. No, because you're in purple. Oh my.
Well,
This is crazy.
it is crazy. Good morning to anybody who's finding us somewhere. Just not where we're supposed to be. That's so strange, because I know I've turned it on to it.
It's trying to light you up.
Sorry about the computer problems this morning, you guys. Thought I turned it on.
You did.
Okay, well, we're turning it on again.
No, that's a picture of us.
No, that's us.
That's us.
That's us.
Okay, my mouth wasn't moving.
Okay, now let's go back and see. Stayed on. And there we are. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Let me get this shared out.
No, he says the dirty word.
Oh, yeah, I did. They'll probably kick us off. All right. Get back to it now. We got people. Yay. Okay. So can't find you on Facebook. Look on I just put it in Messenger for you all. I shared it in there. Okay. All right, let's get the party started. If Alexa will cooperate. Come on, Alexa. Sing us our morning song. Morning, everybody. I see Ricky, Gracie, Suzanne, Rosalind, Kathleen Caputo, welcome back. Hey, Marietta, Kathy Ann, good morning all. Let's get our morning song going. Alexa's as slow as I am this morning. Tammy Fist. Sunday, we're going to play our Sunday song. And while we're doing that, go into your heart to do the heart brain. Placing your hand on your heart and slowing down your breathing. And then bring in the love. No, hang on. Gotta find the song first.
Come to the water where you will find peace. Take a step into the river and get down on your knees. Come to the mountain while taking in the view. You will find that life is greater than you knew. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight, I will fight. You're broken and you're shattered at the point of no return. You pick up the pieces and you let the bridges burn. So come to the water, you sail breeze. Take a step into the river, where you will find peace. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight. Oh yeah, I will fight. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight, I will fight. I will fight. So come to the water, where you will find peace. Take a step into the river and get down on your knees.
Come to the water, where everyone, everywhere, is valued, seen, and treated equally and just, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. Come to the water, where peace is freedom from fear, the truth that aligns us with our higher self, the lightness of being at oneness with existence, flowing with the highest frequencies of the universe, the freedom of being in grace, joy, and harmony with life, where peace, like a river, is following its natural flow, and we allow it to happen without interference, where we accept the energy of love. Come to the water. Come, find peace.
Beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful? That song, that's our Sunday song. Those of you who are not familiar with it, we play it every morning, or every Sunday. Every morning we play the morning song. So hello, everybody. Annie 7, good morning, and Ricky and Josie. Oh my goodness, hello, everyone. And let's knock things over. Kathy, I know you love that song. Yeah, that's a special song, isn't it? So, day 1 of year 3 of the Peace on Earth tour has begun with Teri oversleeping. But it's okay. You know, that's the thing. I don't stress anymore. I don't panic. I just go with ease and grace. And, you know, the angels wanted me to be awake, to be here with you this morning, and I am. And thank you, Auntie Jean, for knocking on the door. I heard it knocking on the door. I thought, who is knocking on the door this early in the morning? So I got up and she had already gone back upstairs. But here we are, and gee, thank you so much for being here with me.
I had 2 choices. Either you'd overslept or you'd started the program. So I went upstairs to see if you started the program, and
Or I had gone to the ER. Obviously, you didn't read my blog last night. Yeah, y'all have to read the blog now. That's a little teaser to see why Teri may have wanted to go to the ER last night.
feel that.
You'll have to read the blog. I'm not gonna give any information. I think Kathy may know. Kathy Hand usually reads it when she gets up in the morning.
Oh, Kathy, give. So
No, it's a secret until everybody reads it. Maybe I'll have to read it on the 444 today. I don't know. We'll see. Annie 7, you overslept as well. Yeah. I was up late and then I woke up again at like 4 o'clock, but I didn't get up like I should have done. But that's okay. Like I said, I don't stress. We're here. People are here and we're celebrating this wonderful 2 years of just spreading peace. That's what it's been. The whole focus of the Peace on Earth tour is to bring more awareness to peace. And what do you think, Jean? Have we brought more awareness to peace?
Oh, absolutely. When we were listening to the song and I had my eyes closed, I visioned the last land blessing we did, and I just felt like I was in paradise. I mean, I could feel the peace just resonating everywhere.
Yeah.
And definitely, I think we have brought peace. This is a network of peace, like I said, at the land blessing, and it's having such an influence, even if we're not noticing it every day, all the time. It's having an influence on our earth and all the people and animals on it.
Yeah. I believe that too. I've heard from so many people where we've done the land blessing that the energy has shifted and changed where they're at. And I think the more people we make aware that we do have an influence on the energy, we do. And I'm 100% convinced of that. When I read the research that HeartMath is doing, where they're saying that whatever we're putting out from our own individual bodies, that energy we're sharing out, it goes into the collective. And it's like an average that's happening of all of our energies. So the more people that are focused on peace, on love, on compassion, that's going to make that average higher. And I'm thinking right now, that average is going to be way up there because people are in their hearts and focused on this soul that has just left the planet, or the queen. I keep saying our queen because, I just consider her the world's queen. She was so huge in her impact. And I think a lot of people are in their hearts right now with compassion for, the whole country over there that has lost their queen, going through a change. It's more than just her death. It's the whole shift of, the shifting of the guard, the whole change that's happening. And we're feeling that. So it'd be interesting to see that graph at HeartMath over these last few days and see how people's hearts are just pouring out love and compassion. So yes, we do make an impact, whether you think you do or not. You really do. So think about that when you're ranting and raving. Think about that when you're angry at somebody or something, or at the world in general. There are people that are just angry at the world.
Yes, there are.
Yeah, they just can't find that peace.
I'd like to say something, if you don't mind. I'm here with my daughter, and I love her dearly, but I embarrass her. And the reason I do is because I talk to people. I will, like when we were at the park and we weren't sure where to park or what to do, I went up to a person, a ranger, and asked him, told him good morning, asked him if we were okay parking where we were and everything. And he was so wonderful and so nice.
He was.
And he gave us a map and he did all these wonderful things. And people relate to each other. We are all one. don't be shy about talking to individuals, about asking a question or giving a compliment, or we are connected, and so many people are afraid. They want to stay in their little cocoon. And I just want to encourage that, because people are wonderful, but you have to reach out and you have to talk to them.
You do.
And I just wanted to say,
Yeah, and Jean's a wonderful peace ambassador. She really is. I dub all of you, all the P's, as peace ambassadors to the Peace on Earth tour. Let's start using that and knowing that that's what you are. And at the retreat, I've got a lot of the gratitude cards that say, I am grateful for you. Who are you grateful for? That is such a door opener when you hand it to somebody and they look at that and they think you're selling something at first. That's okay. Let them think what they're going to think. And then they read the card. And it's such a foot in the door to talk about gratitude, to talk about compassion, and that's what's going to bring peace in, is having that compassion. And the more we talk to people about it, the more they're going to share that with somebody. Do you think somebody gets one of those gratitude cards and just holds that energy inside? Because I don't.
they just light up. You give it, you once they read it, like even the ranger, we gave one to the ranger, and they just light up their face and they say, you, and they're all really happy to receive.
Even the ladies at the museum yesterday, we visited a museum, which is wonderful here in Hartford. And, I gave, I think, 3 people a gratitude card yesterday that worked there. And they just smiled, because that's what happens. When somebody tells you, I'm grateful for you, what do? You smile. You're like, really? I've had people that have had, really? Why? Why are you grateful for me? You don't even know me. And I'm just grateful for every being on the planet, every being. And that's a huge key also, because there are some people that it's hard to be grateful for them. But we have to step out of that humanness and go into our spiritual being to really say, I am grateful for you being here. And, I have many of those people in my own life, many people that play the part of the sandpaper, that just grind and don't want to be peaceful and don't want to hold love in their heart. I'm grateful for them. They're part of my journey. If I've interacted with somebody like that, they taught me something. I learned a lesson. Be grateful for everyone that you've learned a lesson from. And some of those people that may come to mind for you, that you say, oh, there's no way I can be grateful for that person. Then that's on you. That's not on that person. They're here playing a role. They're doing what they came to do. And they came here to be that energy, that contrast that shows us what true love is. So be grateful for the dark and the light, everything that happens in life. Let's see what we missed. And he says, Auntie G, you and Teri changed my and Grayson's life.
Oh, sweetheart, you're such a beautiful light.
Julie Kiss, I don't know if I said good morning to you, but good morning. Annie was, she was up at 3 a.m. because the moon was on her porch. And when the moon is full and it gets over my porch, it wakes me up every time. I did remember to put our stones out last night, so they sat in the moonlight, but I still couldn't see it. I looked for it and finally gave up. Hope Wellington, Marshall, good morning to you and happy Sunday. That makes my heart happy that Hope and Zena are here. We love our Hope.
I know. We love everyone.
We do.
Our family is a miracle.
Yeah.
It is a miracle. But I think it was God's plan.
It was a divine plan, absolutely, that
Yes.
brought this together. And thank you to each one of you. Some of you have been here from the very beginning, and some have come in along the way, but you heard the divine call to be here, to be a part of this beautiful family. Brookie says, congratulations on 2 whole years focused on spreading love and peace. You arrived at the perfect time for me to find the link to the show. I have a feeling that's the case for a lot of us that may have been up a little late with the full moon last night. I think so, Brookie. I think you're absolutely correct. It's all in divine time. And Kathy was up at 4 a.m. briefly. All was so quiet. I woke again at 7 and decided to take a nice warm shower. It's a rainy morning. I'm hoping to help Bob with some paperwork and banking he needs. Okay, so it's going to be a busy day for you. And I'm so glad that that Colin stepped up yesterday. Kathy, that's wonderful.
That's a step.
And Brookie says, I agree 100%, Auntie Jean. I too have embarrassed a city friend by engaging those around us. Yeah, you know what? We can't look at how other people are reacting to what we do. We can't people please and live other people's expectations.
Mm-hmm.
If we're to be a peace ambassador, if we're to be a light that shines out into the world, a spiritual being, then we have to just go with that and let our focus be that. And yeah, we might embarrass some people along the way, but that's their journey. That's theirs, not ours. Our path is to stay true to who we are, doing what we do the way we do it. And, you know, we're not out there preaching to people that
No.
they have to do what we do or they have to believe our way. There's none of that. There's just a simple sharing of love. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's the best thing we can do.
Yeah.
And Hope says, we'll take that. Peace ambassador. Yes, yes. Consider yourself that, because that's what you are. You are a peace ambassador. And if someone asks what you are a peace ambassador for the world, for the Peace on Earth tour, we're all ambassadors, which is a person who represents, and you're representing. Erica, good morning. She says, I'm grateful for Auntie Jean.
Oh,
I knew it was you, Erica. And he says, Auntie Jean, more or less saying, you, I don't know what you mean, saying he, you, and sharing your light with everyone. The world needs your light. Yes.
he needs all of us. That's the problem. People don't realize that every single being is part of this, that we are all connected. And you know, you tell anybody, well, we're promoting love and peace, and everybody says, that's what we need.
That's what we need. We need more of that. So I have never met anybody that said something bad about what I'm doing. There was one instance at Mount Greylock, and Gracie, you may remember this. Aunt Mary Lou was so excited about what we had just done, the land blessing right there on top of that mountain. And there was one man that was skeptical, but he wasn't like abusive or abrasive or anything. It was just like, you know, I can't even remember what he said, but I do remember he wasn't excited that we had done it, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. You know, we're doing what we're doing, and whether anybody else gets on board or, you know, whatever their thoughts about it, it doesn't matter, because those that need the message, those that see the light, are going to shine that forward and pass it on. It's like a domino effect.
Exactly.
They're going to just pass it to others. Like our dear Blue. Good morning, good morning. She has a moon burn. I bet you do. You're probably out dancing under the full moon.
I was wanting to do that.
Yeah, well, we'll probably have a full moon while we're in Vermont. We're going to be there for a bit.
To dance under
Yeah.
the full moon.
We'll see when
I've
it is.
done it at home a little bit, but be with other people would be wonderful.
So Blue, we're giving you a mission to find when the October full moon is. So we'll see if we're gonna be there, and hopefully all of us will be there.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That
if we
would
could do
be.
that?
We can dance anyway. It doesn't matter what phase the sun the
Well,
moon is
that's
in.
true.
And he says, I love this wisdom this morning. I have a few sandpaper people in my life. And my son's father is definitely a sandpaper person. Yeah, I have a few of those. That,
We all do.
yeah. Blue needs coffee.
She's not the only one.
Kathy said we couldn't see the moon either. Occasionally we did see the light. It was giving off through the rain clouds. Yeah, when I got up at 4 and I looked out the window, I saw the moonlight. We're in an apartment building and I think it's situated weird so that the moon's probably like right up over top of the top of the building and we can't see out far enough to look up and see it. Anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it.
It is, it's hard, and there's buildings around us on all sides, so they're nice. They're apartment buildings, they're nice, they're residential, but they're still very tall. My daughter lives on the 3rd floor. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I think it's a nice building.
It is.
It reminds
It's,
me of my first apartment that I ever had was in Lexington, Kentucky. And it reminds me a lot of that apartment building.
yeah, it's a historic building. It says, what did I read on it? It has a name. In the old days, they used to name buildings. They give them names, and it's a Goodman. I'm not positive.
I
I
can't
can't
remember.
remember either. But yeah, that's the kind of buildings that are around here.
Yeah.
So
Blue says, everyone is connected, sweet Jean. This is now Auntie Joy, for those of you who didn't hear the show yesterday.
don't feel worthy of that.
Oh, you definitely are. Some are just not awake yet. And Gracie says, yes, I do remember the slight emotion towards us. Yeah. Catherine Kovacs, good morning to you. And we're trying to call Deirdre in. I don't know where she's at this morning. I didn't share it to her, so if somebody can do that, please. She has a hard time finding the morning show. So somebody send her a little message and let her know. I don't know why she's not seeing it in the group messenger, but that's okay. We'll give her her own special link. The first full moon of October is the 9th. Oh, darn it.
Oh, that's only 2 days.
2 days after we end. So maybe we can,
Pretty-
maybe Blue, we can stay with you 2 extra days, Jean and I.
But even right before, the moon's pretty full. If it's the 9th, the 8th and the 7th are pretty, the moon is pretty strong. I know it's not full.
Oh, she says the full moon is Columbus Day weekend while we were at that wedding and you're watching the Doggaroos.
Oh, well, then we can dance on it.
I guess we're gonna be in Vermont for the full moon. Okay. And Hope is asking, is that the same day when Mercury comes out of retrograde? I didn't even know Mercury was in retrograde, but I know there's a lot of computer glitches. Like this morning when I turned the computer on and it just sat there. I'm like, well, that's a pretty picture, but that's not what I need. It wouldn't let me boot it up. So
It was strange.
it was very
really,
strange.
it was.
Yeah, I finally ended up hitting the home button, which brought up the home screen, but then it wouldn't let me log in. Anyway, it was a whole big issue with trying to get the computer going this morning.
It's okay, we had a backup. My daughter brought mine down in case we had to use it.
We had Jeans. Okay, so wow. I'm going to go a little bit over time because we do want to do our prayers and yeah, and it's Sunday, so I don't think there's a show right after hours on Sundays on Enlightened World, which we are streaming there as well. So what I would like to know from all of you is how the Peace on Earth tour has touched you and what you would like to see this coming year. Do you have any intentions or any requests or anything that you would like to see come forward with the third year of the Peace on Earth tour? Jean?
Well, you know, I've been blessed to be at 3 land blessings. And I'm just so full of gratitude for that experience. And I think I'd like to see another one in this 3rd year. So I don't know how that would work out, but that's kind of my hope. And I just envision it expanding and expanding to where at least the whole of the United States is connected in love. And the trees are telling me they're working hard. They're connecting everybody, every tree, every natural force. So that's what I want to see happen.
Yeah, you've experienced 3 in person, but you've also you visited where 2 of them took place.
Well, and I saw many of them online. It's true
Right.
that those were 3 I was present.
Right, but you stood where the Kentucky land blessing was and the New York on Long Island.
And there's a special feeling around where the land blessings have happened. And if you're ever possible, go to one, do, because you can't imagine the magic that is there. I shouldn't say magic, it's divine energy, but it's absolutely beautiful. So, and I know that Jean's fairies are always there, and the other fairies from the local group, and you can feel the dragon energy, you can feel everything. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, Blue and Brookie and Jim were at the Vermont land blessing. And that was a magical day. Just even finding that spot to do it. And you know, can you talk about how the angels show us that exact spot? Because I talk about it, but I'd like to hear from somebody who has now experienced 3 of them.
Yes, well, you know, it's really strange because Teri has, of course, most intuition in connection with them. So I'm always asking her, how does this feel? How does it feel here? And when she sat down and I looked at and she said, you know, I have a feeling this is where they want us to do. And I looked over and there was a peace tree. There was this tree that looked kind of sad because he was falling over. There were 2 trees that made a gate. And it was like magic. All of a sudden I realized, yes, this is a place. And you know, when I've gone back, the other 2 that I have been present at, my husband tries to find them in his way. Okay. And we can never find it. And I said, honey, please just let me ask the angels. And he'll finally get kind of upset because he can't find it. So I said, he'll let me. And the angels will lead me right to the spot when I want to go visit it. So they're special. I was saying to you that if you ever get the opportunity, please be at one and visit them.
Absolutely. There's certain signs that they give as confirmation that that's the exact spot where it's to be done. And usually we find every one of those signs. And even if I find the majority, I know that we're supposed to be right there. So this time, one of the signs is children. And one of the first things that we saw when we started walking into the park were a couple of children that were there playing in the park. Actually, they weren't even playing, they were with their family. They'd just gotten up from where they were and we passed by them, said hello to them. there's always animals,
Mhm.
and there were ducks right in the water where we were doing the land blessing.
Birds.
There's always a peace sign, and there was a tree that had the branch, the two parts of the trunk that split off that made the peace sign, and hearts. So those are the things they tell me to look for in the spot that we're going to do it. And it's just so amazing. And I know many of you have experienced it. Suzanne, we did one there at Valley Forge, and you were there. It's just amazing to watch it all unfold and to see it all come together.
You know, and this one was so special too, because we knew we couldn't dig a hole. We were gonna like dig a little hole, but we couldn't do it very much. And we turned that little corner going through that dell, and there was that fairy hole. It was
Mhm.
like, I'm waiting for you.
Yeah, it's already dug
It
out
was
for us.
already there in the tree for us to put the
Yeah.
things in. It was amazing.
Yeah, we were able to put all of the ingredients, all the items in that little fairy hole. And then there'd been some ants around it, and they had like, it was almost like parts of the tree that they had chewed up. And so I was able to use that to do a little covering of the stone so that it wasn't seen very, very well. That somebody would have to like really look to see it in that hole. But anyway, it's covered so that it will stay in place, and we asked the Fae to take care of it to make sure nothing happens to it, just like it did in Kentucky. Because the same thing in Kentucky, we did it at a fairy hole in the tree and right in front of it. So yeah, all of it falls into place. It's also magical, divinely magical. And Hope says, I really enjoy the land blessings and the way you include the entire family. Yeah, you're all here with me. Everybody comes along wherever we go. You're right here with us. And Blue wants to read the card again. Thank you, because I hadn't read the card yet. And Brookie and I sent everyone healing last night from the firelight and full moon bright. The Fae want a few water blessings here. That's what we're doing. Suzanne had asked if we're doing a land blessing. We have done a Vermont land blessing, so we're going to do a water blessing. Kathleen, Mama Holly Bear, is going to do one of the workshops, and it's on water. And Dr. Emoto's teachings, Kathleen learned from Dr. Emoto. I'm so excited about that particular workshop. And those of you that haven't seen the agenda yet, the itinerary for the retreat, we have a special Facebook group for those of you coming to the retreat, and you can see the timing of that. Those of you that need to watch it virtually, we're going to be putting out the way that you can do that through Zoom. You'll have that information this week, the times of the workshops and how you can sign up to be a part of it. So let's get to Kuan Yin. Unpredictable grace. It is not lack of courage that makes you question the path before you sometimes. It is uncertainty. There is no need to doubt, just steps to take one after the other. And as you do this, all can then unfold as it must, with the blessing of my powerful, if unpredictable, grace. And that feels like what we were just saying. We don't know. Like when I go into a place, I don't know that it's even the right place. I don't doubt. I just question, is this it? And then it all unfolds. And that's exactly what she's saying about everything in life. You know, we just watch it all unfold. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And that's how we move forward. That's how we get momentum. So, yay. Kathy Hand says, I do know that the connections I've made here on Facebook, starting in 2020, has made me find peace and love for myself. I know it is slowly spreading from me to Bob. I hope to always be the shining light of peace and love for my family, loved ones, friends, and co-workers. And you are, Kathy. Thank you for being here. Catherine made moonwater last night. Yay. Kathleen Caputo says, I think about how the land blessing and peace pole at the school in Montauk must be bringing a new positive energy to that school, and all the children and teachers would love to do a study or survey a year after your blessings and find out about the positive things that have happened since then. Kathleen, I think that is a wonderful idea. And Jean got to see the peace pole. We went there to revisit it, and it was wonderful to see it in the ground. So I think you've given me an idea. Thank you, angels, for using Kathleen to do that. I think that we need to apply for a grant to do some research in those areas where the land blessings have happened, where the peace pole was planted, and the water blessings, and see what the change has been over the last 2 years. Thank you. I think the angels are sending us on a mission now, and I have never gotten a grant before. I've tried, but I don't know all the ins and outs and how it all works. So if anybody out there listening knows anything about grants and how to do that, and I am connected with We the World, so I will see if I can get some help there as well, because they could have grants that they have received. All right, Gracie says the tour on Earth has created a platform, made time for us to focus a few minutes of moment to connect within with the divine essence that resides inside of us, expanded awareness toward humanity, most of all, that we are guided, loved, and we can spread it out into the world for the 3 continued growth of connections: love, light, laughter. Most of all, faith with belief necessary for the journey. Bubbles filled for 3. Thank you, Gracie. And you're such a big part of it as well. Gracie was at the Massachusetts land blessing, where we went up on top of Mount Greylock. And I think we're going to take a little detour and go visit that one as well.
Love to.
Yeah. Can you read Kathy's hands while I get a
Sure.
drink of water? My voice is going.
Oh, Gracie, I have missed your beautiful way of communicating your words. Your words are inspirational. Yes, she does communicate beautifully, and her words are just divine words. They really are. They're words we need to hear always, always. I'm keep popping out and in. I'm sitting on a case. There we go. I look like a little.
It's like that little elf.
It's really, yeah. And it's kind of keeps sinking in one way or the other. So, like Kathy, you're right.
Good morning, sister.
Sorry.
I'm so happy you're here, Billy. And you're here just in time for us to do the prayers also. We've been so focused on talking about the Peace on Earth tour and celebrating 2 years on the road. Billy was at the Kentucky land blessing, and along with other members of my family. And yeah, that was a special one too. And Jean visited it. You saw the beauty where that is.
Beautiful.
And so,
Kentucky is beautiful,
Yeah.
but the land blessing is even better.
Yeah,
even
the-
more.
the spot that we did it at up on top of that mountain, looking out for as far as you can see, it's just beauty. It's all these green trees and just
Rolling
magical.
hills and just
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, it is. All right, so let's do prayers. Any prayer requests you want to put in there this morning, go ahead and type it into the comments. We always keep you, Billy, and Brian lifted up and pray for a miracle in that family.
I'd like to ask for prayers that my daughter would be a little more open would open her heart and her mind. She's very intellectual.
She
And
is.
because she's admitted, she says, I think the reason I don't experience those things is because I'm so closed. I'm so close to everything. And I think that's true. So if you don't mind, say a little prayer that she opens up a little bit.
You know, that's the first step. Acknowledging it is the first step. And so maybe it'll have her think a little bit from our influence of being here and the things that we've experienced. I mean, she saw miracles happen yesterday. She had even said before we headed out, I don't know that we'll find parking. You know, she was very skeptical that we'd even be able to find a parking place. There was a parking place right in front of the door. In front of the door. You know?
Give us parking place.
Right. And so then we go inside prepared to have to pay to go to the museum. We all got in for free, all three of us. So it's like these things are miracles. But when you are walking in faith and you trust and you believe, yeah, miracles do happen. And it's not an ordinary thing for a free parking spot to be sitting there waiting for you.
And very friendly.
Yeah. So thank you for all of your prayers for my family, for Jean's family, for everyone that's a part of this, all you peace ambassadors, praying for every one of you and your loved ones. And please keep praying for my friend Paula down in Florida. She's so dear to my heart. She has helped me so tremendously in my life. And I don't know who I was talking to. I told somebody, but I don't think I told all of you that years ago, I believe it was in 2011, maybe, I was diagnosed with cancer of the endometrium. And at that time of my diagnosis, I had insurance, but then that was at the same time my marriage fell apart. And my husband at the time quit his job. I was left with cancer and no insurance. So I had to go to work, find a job that had insurance benefits, but there was a waiting period. And there was also a huge deductible. The hospital wouldn't even take me as a patient until that deductible was paid. Paula Floor, who I'm asking prayers for now because she is dealing with cancer, she did a fundraiser and raised enough money for that deductible to be met. So I consider her one of my earth angels. So let's please lift Paula up and her whole family. Her family is magical. She has an autistic son. Her husband is so strong, but now dealing with this, I'm sure he's going through so much emotionally. So please keep that whole family lifted up. And let's see, Gracie says, we're all evolving and opening up to understanding the essence of self through the words. I remain a true vessel and portal, and gratitude, love, and bubbles. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Kathy, for that.
Thank you so much.
And Kathleen says, one of my first teachers of religious science said there is divine order all the time, and we are all included in it. The miracle is when we are not experiencing it. That was such a different interpretation, but now I agree with it. Wow. That's something to wrap our brains around, isn't it? And Gracie, prayers for all, prayers inside the circle, outside the circle, and in the world. Okay, so let's go into our hearts. We have gone over time. And it's 9:11.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, angels. Thank you. All right. So take a breath in. Let's just focus on love right now. Love, as Kuan Yin tells us, is the energy that heals. And there's so much healing taking place when this family comes together, when we all come in and love from our hearts without expecting anything in return. We just give. And that's the beauty. That's the miracle, opening up to love. When we can see it in action, it's such a beautiful thing to watch. When we speak to someone and we just say, I love you, just because. I don't have to have a reason. I just love you. It's an opening to spirit. It's an opening to God. So let's allow that. Let's just bring our focus right to the greatest being that exists, the highest power. I call it God. Call it whatever you wish. And let's give gratitude for God, for Divine Mother, for Jesus, for all the angels, all the masters, all the spirit beings, the elementals, and for each other. Let's just give hugs as a family today, reveling in that love, knowing we have been together through thick and thin. We've seen people come and people go, and we just are here as that light. We're like that lighthouse that doesn't move. It's always here, and it's always shining out of brightness. Hold that brightness in your heart. Let your cup be filled today. Let it be filled completely full. Take on your identity as a peace ambassador. Really feel that energy. I feel that the angels are all giving us this present today, to be known as that, to carry that forward from this moment forward, that you stand in your divine authority of who you are, and you just reach others, whether you're giving out a message or you're just smiling and letting people be drawn into that smile. Let's focus on the ones that are not doing well right now, those in our prayer circle that we lift up every day, those that we ask for the answer to a prayer for the best and highest good. It may not come the way that we wish it. It will come the way it's divinely ordained to be. So let's lift it up in that way, leaving our human desire behind, but asking that God visit that person and answer the prayer for them in their own path, in their own divine light. And then let's love on the family. Every one of you that are here are family. You are part of this Angelic River family, where that river just flows with peace, like our peace song says. Just let it flow into your heart and out into the world. And we do this with certain magical words. We do it on the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. You all are so in my heart. I love you with every bit of my being, and I want only the best for every one of us. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want to leave you with the reassurance that I am okay. So the talk about going to the ER, you have to read the blog to understand what might have had that thought run through my head. But I am perfectly fine. There is nothing wrong at all. I do suffer from some allergies, and that's it. So have a blessed day. And let's go into this new year of the Peace on Earth Tour strong. You are strong ambassadors. And thank you for being by my side. And thank you to this beautiful, beautiful sister that I have by my side for this part of the journey. So much love. So much love. So we have a song to get us out of here, and then we're gone. Let's let our Leo take us away. I hope your cup was filled with joy today. I know mine was.
Gypsy. morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're on a peaceful peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Waiting on the guys, the angels and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Cuppa full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the choice is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team, and you can side with us. There is always no space in the pot for more love. Take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. There really is no secret. We simply accept, align, allow. AAA, Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy.
We let Alexa release Leo because she likes peeping. Yes, I do have tears of joy. Thank you all for being such a huge part of my life, for being in my heart. And in 3 weeks from today, we're going to gather together. Oh my gosh, it's right around the corner, you guys. And just love you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, Jean, for being by my side for all of this.
Thank you for bringing us all together and for making us a family.
We are family. We are family. Now you're going to be left with that in your head. All right, we got to get out of here. Namaste, y'all. I will see you later.
Love you so much.
Love you. Bye, everybody.